Well, I was about to say good morning. It's not morning, it's afternoon. So, good afternoon, good afternoon. Get ready, because this is year 6 of daily vlogging. I just took my hair out of its towel. I actually did the curl cream stuff, so I don't know what that's gonna do. I am doing my research on AFM, and I'm going through Sinondo and looking at all of the exhibitors that will be in attendance, and writing down who I think we should get meetings with, separated by high priority and then others. A24 is going to be at this event. If you've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, that was A24. Lady Bird was A24. It makes sense because this is such a big event, but they are my number one. I need to see them because I think Straight-Laced and potentially Aces are right up their alley. So my literary manager was supposed to call me at 3 to talk about stuff, but it's like 3:06 and I haven't heard from her. So I am just gonna start reading. So I have at least a little bit of time of reading. I can hear the marching band practicing. Listen. Do you hear them? They're literally across the street, like through the trees, but that's how close I am to the high school. Also, I realized my hair gets to look like this only for today because I have to put it in braids tomorrow for work. So I stayed up later than I should have to finish that book the 5th book in the Gone series. What I didn't know is that this one it says the 6th and final book in the New York Times bestselling Gone series. So this is actually the last book. I have one of the other books that's called Monster, which I guess is sort of like a secondary trilogy or something. Probably won't be reading that. I think I've had enough. I'm glad this book is one of the shorter ones, and it's got, how many pages? I'm trying to see. 413, which is a lot less. But yeah, it's like, the last one got weird. That's where I was like, okay, anyway. So I don't know. I was thinking about adding it to my want to adapt shelf, but I'm not. I guess it's going to depend on how it ends. I have a feeling this might be a series that the ending is bad because they still haven't fully explained something. They have not fully explained why these original mutations began, because it did not begin, and we've known that for a while. It did not begin with the dome. The dome did not create these kids' powers. That came before it. I guess a little bit more of a spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear more about it, just don't watch any more of this clip. But the Gaiaphage was there. It was there. They've hinted at the fact that it sort of made the power plant sort of overload because it needed the radiation from it. But we haven't really gotten answers on what exactly is, how exactly that's working. We don't really have an origin story for the Gaiaphage. It's been hinted at that it could be because of the meteor that struck down in the town that they kind of said they had taken care of when it leaked the radiation the first time, but they haven't confirmed that. So I'm assuming the story is that when that meteor crashed down, it must have invaded the water supply or something, but that doesn't make sense why some kids developed powers and some didn't, but at completely different times. Some of them develop them when they're 4, and then for the main characters it took until they were 14. They haven't. So I'm hoping in this last one they do sort of explain that, because there's enough pieces to kind of piece it together, but then the more you think about it, the more you're like, but that still doesn't make sense. So, and I get that it's science fiction fantasy, but you've got to, even in fantasy, you've got to have some sort of system. You can't just be like, oh yeah, that just happened because. No, don't watch this clip either. Nola, I'm going to bed, okay? Don't watch this clip. Oh my God. What is a clip? What is a clip? I don't know what that is. Clip. Don't watch this clip either if you don't want spoilers for that book that I just read. Also, don't explain why Diana's baby just grows at like double the speed it should. I'm like, this is some Twilight crap. Like, what is going on here? Because you can't say that was the Gaia phage, because it wasn't. The Gaia phage didn't take over the daughter until she was born. That was the whole reason why the Gaia phage needed to use the child in the first place. So when the child was developing, there is no reason other than the fact that she was like born from 2 mutant parents, but neither of their powers, sorry, I know this is a weird shot, neither of their powers are even close to that. So how in the world? And then when she's born, she continues to like grow at double the speed, but even faster. Like, I don't understand that whole thing too. Like, within literally an hour of being born, she looks like the size of a 2-year-old. She can speak. She can knit. Like, that then makes sense because the Gaia phage took over. But before that, the fact that that was happening before doesn't make sense at all. I'm heading to bed. I have work, both jobs tomorrow. So that's why I said I should not be up at 11:22. But I'm just going to get ready for bed really quickly. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.